let's move on to another topic. Let's talk about Google. And this is something that I slept on the first 5 times I saw it, but I thought it was significant enough to bring to you today, and that is that Google is actually working on a new home entertainment system.
That's going to be more competition than Netflix.
Well, here's the interesting part. We've already seen Google TV, right?
Right.
Where essentially you are working, Google in this case has a service that it will provide through certain television sets, specifically those that have an internet connection of some kind or a Wi-Fi connection or something, and your ability to kind of watch your shows through this device. Well, this new system is something very similar to something I think they called Sonos, which I don't know a lot about Sonos. But the idea behind it is that you can set up this new device in a room, let's say near your stereo system, and you can stream your stereo to any number of rooms wirelessly, right? And from my understanding, you can connect it so that each room has its own music playing. So if you want to play something in the bathroom and that's different than what you're playing in the living room or different than what you're playing in the kids' room, you can play music separately or you can play it all together. What makes it cool is that it's wireless. So you have essentially a device that sits next to a router. If you have one of those in your house, where your network, the walkie-walkie, where your cable connection comes in. You connect it basically right there, and then it streams out this data to your speakers that are around the house. Okay, but it gets better than that. And here's really where people are talking. This is going to be a device that is made entirely by Google, which is to say,
I am a fan of the Google dedicated hardware. You know, the Google search appliance that we had been using on our intranet, so that it would, use the same Google algorithm.
Years ago, yeah.
The same Google algorithm to cache our intranet pages that are behind the firewall, so anybody internally can search the site using the same things. There are other ways of doing it, but putting their algorithm in a box, it's a great box. And of course, the Nexus, man, the Nexus one was the greatest phone ever built. I'm a fan of Google hardware, straight up.
Well, is the Nexus one, was that built by Google,
yes,
or is that a HTC, which is maybe the manufacturer?
Let me see.
Right? As he pulls out his phone.
Yes.
It is an HTC.
Yes.
This is a product that is entirely built by Google.
So they have a factory.
Into the hardware.
They have a factory.
They are going to be building this, according to this. And as a matter of fact, they had 252 different company employees that took one of these devices home and were using it, testing it, if you will, in their homes. So, and from my understanding, there you go. We can see it on the screen here.
Yeah, I just got I got an Amazon link from.
But what's cool is you can control these. You can control what's playing using your mobile device or your tablet. So consider this being where Android jumps in, where you can control what's playing on your speakers simply by controlling what's on your device.
So the speaker doesn't play; is your device is actually distributing the music through the speakers?
Potentially, yes. Okay. Potentially, and again, I don't know all the details. I know that you can control it from there, from your handheld device.
Right.
And I don't know if it's connected to your device, so it streams out from your phone, or from your tablet or whatever, or from your computer. Although I did see by going to the Sonos page that you have a device that can sit next to your home stereo system, and will actually pull, like, for example, if you have an old record player, you can actually connect this to this Sonos and it will distribute that music through these speakers that are throughout the house. So I don't know if it's coming from your phone directly, and if that's the case, that's still pretty cool that it's all wireless. But this will, according to Google, is going to be a Wi-Fi enabled device, which can sit pretty much anywhere. And not only will it do music, but potentially also stream videos as well. So I don't know. This could be cool. Again, this is something that will be, a hardware, Google hardware, which some people are saying, dude, really? You guys are pretty much in the software area. You're not doing hardware. Maybe you're overstepping your bounds a little bit. But this is going to be a direct competition, some say, to the Apple TV, to Sonos being another one. So, and even to Amazon with their device that they've built. I think the Kindle. having a device as well, saying, "Look, we're gonna compete."
Yes, I mean, I just don't understand why people are hating on Google for moving into another sector, even the manufacturing sector. I mean, just
I think it's
that's what the giants in the tech sector do.
Yeah.
Because the tech sector that they occupy is typically short-lived.
I think that to some degree, though, having having the Motorola thing under their belt, I think they're definitely using that to their advantage.
That makes sense.
It makes sense. Okay. So anyway, that's Google hard at work.